Hey y'all, it is Coach Danny D, and I wanted to come in and talk to you guys real quick. A little bit of a story time, a little bit of a question for you, a challenge for you. You know, I always have a question to challenge you. So today was the board meeting for Crown Me Foundation, which is a wonderful foundation that I am blessed to be on the board of. That is helping women and girls. With self esteem, with their relationships with themselves and with others. Beautiful organization. Different conversation for a different day. Anyways, we had a young man come and serve us food today, and he was so talented and he was so humble. And as we were like preparing our plates and everything, we had the opportunity to have a conversation with this young man, and instantly my coaching had switch, whatever it is. It's just something innate in me. The things about me that make me a great coach are things that excuse me, are God-given things. Like they are, like it's just a part of who I am. And I could see that while this young man was talented, he was also so like hesitant. He wasn't yet in that full confidence of his gift. He was not there yet. Like food was superb. He was just the sweetest guy. But you could just see that he was like, he was hearing those compliments, but he wasn't fully receiving those compliments initially. It took a while for him to really for it to sink in what we were saying. And I share this because this is the conversation that I have very often with my clients. This is the conversation I have very often with people that I meet just on a regular basis. The conversation is around that knowing, right? I talk about in my Capable Confident Challenge, we work a lot on worth dysmorphia. And so worth dysmorphia is the idea that what you see when you look at yourself and what other people see is something totally different. And we are our own worst critics. So we tend to see the mistakes, the negative things. We don't always see the positive things. We don't always see how other people see us. So like we are just singing the praises of this food, and anybody who knows me knows that I am like very, very particular about food, and I'm not a person that eats a lot of different I love variety. That's not what I'm saying. I am a foodie in that, right? But I'm not a person that like typically finishes their plate or is really excited about food most times, because I grew up under a cook and I love to cook, right? So a lot of times, it's like, it was all right. But the food was great, talented young man. And the reason why I share this story again is because I experienced this. I've experienced it myself. I experience it all the time when I'm talking to beautiful, brilliant women. They are, talented, but they're mentally talking themselves out of the opportunities that are right in front of them. They are mentally downsizing themselves instead of stepping fully into what God has designed them to be, and understanding that anything that they may not see in themselves, that God is going to provide the support for as they move forward, right? But as we talk to the young man, like I see him smile, and I see that look of possibility. And that's my favorite thing, is when I see somebody go from, I kind of feel good about this thing, to having that big smile that says, I see this possibility. And he started talking about some of his ideas for the future. But unfortunately, every so often, as we're, talking and, the subject changes, I see that retreat, right? That lean back, that, let me stop living in the world of the possibilities, and then start getting bogged down into the self-doubt and the negative talk, and just kind of talking myself mentally out of that beautiful smile, that beautiful feeling of accomplishment, of possibility, of seeing myself, right? Like it's kind of like you see that glimpse of yourself and you smile, and then you start to go back to reality. Oh, I'm getting a big head, or I'm not, well, what about this or what about that? And all of the things that can stop you. But in that one moment, you were fully locked into the things that can get you there, right? You were fully locked into that vision, to that greatness, to seeing the end product. But then we start thinking about the steps, right? And we start thinking about the things between us and where we are, or past mistakes, or the things other people have said about us, or maybe where we came from, or what we look like. We think about all of those things and we get pulled away from that smile, from that thing that lets us know we can do big, great, bold things. So I share that because what is pulling you back? What's the pullback? And how do we get you into back into that state of standing tall in your purpose and what you want, in that thing that feels a little bit scary but is so exciting as well? How do we get you locked in to that thing permanently? And if you are listening to this and then you're seeing yourself in this and you're thinking, man, I 100% know what that is, because I know what it is, because of the work that I do, I could spot it. I actually called the young man. I said, now you already started thinking some thoughts. I can see the wheels turning, right? I can spot it a mile away. So I know that it's happening. And I think that we think that it has to continue like that, right? And sometimes it's going to happen. It still happens to me. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, but we have to get into a space where we know how to talk back to that, that we know how to work with that and realize, hey, yes, there are going to be obstacles. Yes, there are going to be challenges as I go down this road, but I am fully equipped. I am fully designed for this challenge. I am fully designed for this journey. I am fully designed for this purpose. This is my purpose, and I'm going to stand 10 toes down in this purpose and continue to walk that walk. So I gave the young man advice. I gave him some tips, and I can't wait to see, where he is 6 months from now, a year from now, because I think he's going to do amazing, amazing things. And I've seen so many people when they dial in, how, committed they become, how much progress they make, and how, consistent they become, right? Because life happens, we have different distraction, things may change, our goals may change, but if we have that level of confidence in our purpose and walking in our purpose, then we are going to be able to change our world, right? So I want to help you to do that, because that is the thing that makes me smile. So when, I see people get excited and light up about what they do, that is what lights me up. What lights me up is being able to help people find that voice, find that purpose, find that confidence to walk in that purpose, so that, like, once I see you and we talk about the vision, I see the vision too, and I want to see it come to fruition. So if you're not if you're in this space, if you understand what I'm talking about, go to the link in my bio, sign up for the Capable Confident Challenge. It's starting on May 1st, and we are going to work on getting you in that space where you can walk tall and confidently and stay in that purpose. Can't wait to see you inside of the challenge.